The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 75 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Blue Bicycle Series 1900 playing cards from Ellusionist. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have a standard glossy finish tuck box here. It says Bicycle Series 1900 playing cards here, and it is like in a blue and a red colorway there. You got the spade there, with the old style spade there in the middle, with the little character there in the middle. On one side it says the Illusionist Playing Card Company. The other side says Classic Crushed Stock Made in the USA. On the bottom you got a barcode and some corporate information. On the back you got a sneak peek of the back design here. And then for the seal you got a blue, red, and white colored stamp style seal there that says 1900 there in the middle. It says Rider Back Series 1900 there. And the tuck box here has like this old like faded like dirty style kind of design to it. Now on the tuck flap here you got a little bit of corporate information there. And then on the little tuck flap you got the Illusionist logo there. And then it says Cool California here on the other tuck flap. If we take the cards out of the box, on the inside tuck box it's just plain white. Nothing too fancy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design here. You got a standard blue bicycle rider back, which it is a slightly like darker style blue. Then you got like a dirty you got that like faded dirty style like edges here. And that design goes all the way throughout the rest of the cards. So you got like the old style, like dirty style kind of like looking edges here. Now for the cards you get with the deck. You get one Joker here with it's saying Joker Joker in that red font. You got the Joker here on top of two barrels. And it says the smoke break because he has like a some kind of cigarette or cigar in his hand. And then you get a second Joker here, almost identical. It says Joker Joker there in that red font. You still got the Joker there on the two barrels, but at the bottom it says of three of spades instead of the smoke break down there. Then we get a double backer, except for one side's red and the other side is blue. And then you got an ad card for the Bicycle Black Ghost playing cards here. And then you get a little kind of illusionist ad card on the other side. Then we get to the custom Ace of Spades here. It says Bicycle, the United States Playing Card Company. And it says designed by Illusionist. And you got the Illusionist logo down there. And then you still got that same like dirty, kind of like faded kind of look around the edges of the cards, and that goes all the way throughout the rest of the cards there. Then you got that same like spade you've seen on the front of the tuck box, just in that black colorway instead of the blue. And then for the rest of the cards, you got like a standard you got standard pips there, standard spades, except they're more a little bit faded. There you got the little faded there and like folded up kind of lines on them. And that design goes all the way through the rest of the spades there. And then we get to the court cards, the Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here. Standard court cards, standard faces. Just that like faded style. Kind of like a little bit faded there. And onto the diamonds here, standard diamonds. Just in like that old style kind of like papery look, where it's like a little bit faded and a little bit dirtier looking there. And that goes throughout the rest of the diamonds as well. Same thing for the Jack, Queen, and King of diamonds here. You got the standard faces, standard court cards. Just in that like old style kind of like faded, dirty kind of look there to it. Same thing with the court cards for the clubs here, the Jack, Queen, and King of clubs. Standard faces, standard court cards. Just that like same kind of faded look to it. And for the rest of the clubs here, you got that like standard clubs here. Just that like faded and like kind of like bent, like folded kind of like design there. That goes all the way through the clubs. Onto the hearts here. You got the Jack, Queen, and King of Hearts. Standard core card, standard faces. You just got that like same faded design there. And like a little bit like folded like kind of crease lines there. Same thing for the rest of the hearts. Just like that like faded design with the dirty like kind of outline there. And like the fold lines or crease lines there. That goes throughout the rest of the hearts there. Now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And as you can see, there is ink on the edges of the face cards and ink on the edges. So it's pretty much like a fully inked deck. So the cards could be a little bit thicker, but I'll test that. Where's the springs? Well, I gotta say, those springs were fantastic. They felt really perfect. So there's no issues with the springs. They're not super stiff to where you have to put a lot of pressure into it, and they're not like super thin to where they just like spring right out of your hands. They're like the perfect in between spring, which is nice. Now onto the fans. And you can see that like dirty kind of like style artwork to it, where there's not like super clean white. Looks like a darker like brownish tan color there. As you can see, the cards spread nice and evenly. You can see all the different pips there. There's no clumpiness or stickiness to the cards, so that's nice. Nice fanability there. Now onto the Pharaoh. A nice smooth Pharaoh there. It's filled nice and evenly. Giant fan of the back design. Nice giant fan there. Now time for the reverse Pharaoh. And the reverse Pharaoh is slightly like more smooth than the opposite Pharaoh. Now we got a giant fan of the faces. I'm just going to do a quick Pharaoh again of each side. And then nice Pharaoh there. Now time for the opposite Pharaoh way. Okay, the other way is a little bit easier to Pharaoh because I had to put a little bit of pressure and effort into this way. But still Pharaoh pretty easily. Now onto the Riffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle. Okay, for the Riffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle, these cards are like fully inked, so they're a little bit clumpy when you like to go to shuffle them. So that's one thing I noticed. They're a little bit clumpy, but they still do Riffle Shuffle, but just a little bit clumpy. Like when you're bending them and stuff. They're just not like super smooth. Well, that's one thing that you notice. Now on to the packet cuts. Now on to the Pharaoh Shuffle, no, the one-handed cut or Chevalier cut. And like I say, it's no different with the packet cuts. They packet cut just like every other deck. No issues there. Now for the dribble. Well, nice smooth dribbles, no issues there. Now for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, not a terrible bicycle deck. And the handle fan pretty good, other than the riffle shuffle, which is a bit clumpy. But other than that, there's not too many issues there. It's a neat looking deck. If you like custom bicycle decks, this is perfect for you. But like, it's a cool like kind of design. But I would recommend this mostly for collectors. If you just collect cards in general, this is one you should pick up. But anyways, this has been day 75 of your daily deck review. This has been the Bicycle Series 1900 playing cards in the blue colorway from Illusionist. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you next time.